Hi everyone and welcome to part 2 of the Q&A. Obviously this part is the personal and miscellaneous questions where I sort of talk about random stuff and YouTube stuff and personal miscellaneous stuff. I hope you all enjoyed part 1 because, if you did, thank you so much for watching and thank you for coming to part 2. So I suppose we'll just get started. So a bit like part 1, we have favourite and least favourite questions first, then I have YouTube stuff and then other stuff. What are your favourite TV shows? And I always enjoy the competition related shows, so stuff like the X Factor, Dancing on Ice, the Great British Bake Off, Britain's Got Talent, stuff like that. I always enjoy that. I love the competition atmosphere and sort of seeing people and people being eliminated and stuff. I think that's really interesting and fun for me to watch. What's your favourite animated TV show? And this can include anime. So if it can include anime, I'm just going to say Bleach because I've seen a bit of that and I really enjoy it. I don't generally watch animated TV shows though, but Bleach was really good actually as an anime. What's your favourite movie? And I have 2. I've got Hachiko a Dog's Tale crossed with The Hunger Games by Suzanne Collins. I can't place one higher than the other. I love them both for different reasons. What's your favourite Toy Story film? And I don't know. I haven't seen any of them. What's your favourite Disney film? And again, I don't know because I haven't seen them for ages. I can't actually remember. I'm not too sure which are my favourites. Who's your favourite superhero? And for the 3rd time in a row, I don't actually know because I don't really know stuff about superheroes. I'm not really into that kind of thing. What's your favourite kind of music? And I like a variety of music, though I am quite picky with what I like from the certain genres that I enjoy. Like for example, I like pop, but I don't like it when it starts to include rap in there as well. I like some electronic music, some rock, some soundtrack music as well. I like a good variety of music really. If you want to know more about certain artists and bands and stuff, ask me below if you want to know further. What are your favourite video games? And I don't play video games as much as I used to. I did used to play them quite a lot, but now I actually just sort of play The Sims 3 on my PC and I enjoy that. I kind of like it's about life and stuff, and it's always really interesting to get new expansion packs as well, which sort of add to the game. And what are your favourite subjects in school? And I'm going to give these to language-based subjects, so I love Spanish, French, English language, English literature, anything like that. What are your least favourite subjects in school? And I'm going to have to give it to really uncreative ones such as physics. I hate that, it is boring. Maths is also very uncreative and boring. And PE, I hate sports, I find them so dull, and I don't think it should be compulsory to do them. I know we need exercise and stuff, but I hardly exercise at all and I'm not fat. So, if you need to exercise, you can exercise in your own time. But unfortunately, I think it's just a waste of time in school to take up 2 hours where we could be doing something else and actually getting a qualification in a subject. And then now let's move on to the YouTube questions. So the first one is, does it bother you when people you go to school with find this channel? And no, it doesn't. I don't care what they think. Some people think it's absolutely stupid and think I'm an alien for reading. But I think they're an alien for not booktubing. So it works in both ways. I don't care what people think. I used to bother a little bit, but now people found out I just don't really care. Some people don't mind it, but really, it's none of their business. If they don't like it, they don't like it. I have a good amount of fans. Obviously I'm doing something right. Do your friends know about your channel? And if so, what do they think? Yes, sort of like people at school, I suppose. Friends, yes, they do know about my channel, and I would like to think they're okay about it and they're proud of my success and stuff like that. I would hope if they're going to be friends that they're not sort of negative about it. What do your parents think of your YouTube success? And they don't actually know anything about it. I would assume they would be proud of me, but I think I told them ages ago that I made a video about books, and they know I film videos about books, but I don't think they know about YouTube or anything. But really, it's none of their business. If I want to do this, I can do it, and they're not against it or anything. They wouldn't mind. So I'm fine just being how I am right now. They don't need to know about it. How do you make your intros? And I didn't make the intro, unfortunately. Sorry to disappoint you. I did add the music to it, which is The Hunger Games Horn of Plenty, but I actually got the Demented Torture to make it for me. Well, I didn't even ask, actually. He just made it for me, and I really liked it, so I used it, obviously, after getting permission. And that actually leads on to the next question, which is actually from the Demented Torture, and it is, why are you still using that rubbish intro? And I'm using it because it's not rubbish, and I think it's a nice start to my video, so don't say it's rubbish, it's actually really good. What software do you use to edit? And I use Camtasia Studio 7. I think it's a very easy software to use, and it's simple. It doesn't take long to edit videos in it, and when I'm sometimes quite busy, I just think it's quite relaxing actually to edit videos. I actually enjoy editing videos. I know a lot of people hate it, I don't mind it. Who thought of the Nursery Bookishly collab channel, and how did you get approached to do it? Basically, Martha from I Love Reading 65 posted on Twitter that she wanted to be in a collab channel with people, so I basically said, can I join this? I want to be in it too. And basically we left it a little while, and then I asked her again and tweeted her again. does she want to still do it? And she said yes. So I invited Book Addict 2011, who is George, and Martha invited Slightly Bookish Blog, who is Mads. And basically we then had a huge Skype conversation one afternoon, and we decided all these different things. It took ages to think of a name, and basically from there on it just went, and it's a great channel. I love being part of a collab channel. If you ever had to or wanted to rename your channel, what would you call it and why? And I'm not sure actually. I obviously had to rename it earlier this year when I started this new channel after my old one was deleted by myself by accident, which was a bad thing to do, but I actually love this channel a lot more now, and I've got a lot more subscribers. I think I've just sort of had a fresh start and everything's really good, and I like the name Reading with Jack. It sort of sums up what I do and who I am, which I think names like that are really good actually. I think my old name wasn't obvious that I was a pure booktuber, and I don't know what I would call it if I had to rename it again. I don't want to rename it either, so I'm not going to give an answer. Have you ever watched any of your old YouTube videos, and what did you think of them? Yes, I have. I do actually have some sort of habit actually of watching old videos and sort of seeing what people have been exposed to, because it wasn't good, you know. My old videos were absolutely rubbish, you know. Why did people subscribe to me? I really don't know, and it still confuses me today, because, you know, I think I improve actually with each video, and that's obviously a very positive thing, but I don't like people maybe seeing my older videos and being put off. If they were filmed ages ago and now I've improved a lot, I don't want them to be put off for the rest of the videos, so I'm not sure. Sometimes I consider deleting a few, and I don't know if I should or not. If you want me to delete some of my old videos and you don't mind, please let me know, because I'm keep considering really deleting some of the old ones and just keeping more of the recent ones. What did you do to get 500 subscribers? Just being amazing. And I just have to say, firstly, I'm glad you think I'm amazing. That's always nice to know. But I don't actually know. The question on my mind always, why do you subscribe to me? I'm always confused to see 600 subscribers now, you know. How did I get that many so fast? It is absolutely crazy. But, you know, I'm really, really thankful. Just thank you to every single one of you that subscribed to me. I think I post videos regularly, which is good, but not too often. And I have a good variety of videos, from the book hauls, to the book reviews, to the tag videos, to the bookcase tours, everything really. There's obviously something for everyone that likes books, and I think that's an important thing. Some people focus too much on one thing. I try to vary it as much as I can. And now I've finished with all the YouTube stuff questions, so now let's move on to the other stuff, which is quite miscellaneous really. But the first one is, what do you want to study / have as a career? And I don't even know. I need to decide as soon as I can. As I mentioned in the first video in part 1, I just don't know what I want to be, and I'd like to decide as soon as possible, but I just have no idea. If you could only have one food and one drink for the rest of your life, what would they be? And for a drink, it would have to be tea, because I love it. Tea is so epic. And then for a meal, I'm just going to have to say a roast dinner, because, you know, whilst that includes various types of foods, I just love them, and I think roast dinners are the best. I just love them. They're really English and just lovely, really. What is one thing you really want to do that a lot of people have done? And I'm going to say for this one, I'd like to visit London. A lot of people seem to have visited London around here, and I haven't. And, you know, I probably should, because I live in the UK. It's like the capital city, but I've never visited. I've never even been to the south, really. So, you know, I'm here in the north, and that's how it is. Is there anything you have done that a lot of people haven't? Not really. I'm not that special, if I'm going to disappoint you right there, right now. But I would say maybe I've met Cassandra Clare, and I think that's something that you don't do every day. So a lot of people haven't met her. What superpower do you want? And like I mentioned earlier, I'm not into superpowers and superheroes and stuff. I just want to be a normal person like I am right now. I am real, and I don't need to change myself. If you could live the life of another person for 48 hours, who would it be and why? I'm going to say I'd like to live the life of any author. At some point, I might want to write a book and maybe try and be an author. I'm not sure though. I'd need experience, and I think just experiencing all that and generally being, you know, famous and being an author would be a really nice sort of 48 hours for me. I think that would be a lot nicer than, you know, going to school and stuff like it's happening right now. This next question was sent in by the Demented Torture, and it's basically sort of saying, why do you have the same name as me, which is obviously Jack? And I have that name because I do. How old was you on the 21st? And I was 15. Some people think I'm older than that. Some people used to think I'm younger. I think now I've sort of, I don't know, I maybe look a bit older now, but I don't know. I'm 15. What are you studying for GCSE? And obviously I'm studying all the core subjects, so maths, English language and literature, triple science, biology, chemistry, physics, that includes, and then Obviously, my options as well were Spanish, French, music, food tech and drama. I sort of regret, one or two of them, but it doesn't matter too much. I've only got a year of the ones I don't like, and I'm still going to try and get the best grades I can in them because, each grade will make a difference, and how successful I will be in life all depends on different grades. What's your current obsession? And that would be the same as usual, tea and books, because that's cool, and that is what I'm obsessive over. So, you all already knew that, but it's still an obsession. Do you want to be a writer one day? And yes, I would like to have that as a career, I suppose, but I'm not going to say it as like the main thing. I need something else. I'm going to say it's like a proper career I really need before that, because, I might want to be a writer, but I might not turn out successful, so I need something else as a backup plan as well. So that's going to be something that I'm going to try and do, but we'll have to see how it goes. Pirates or Vikings, which one do you prefer? And I'm not really bothered. I'm going to say pirates. They seem quite cool. Do you ever think of yourself as being a top fashion person like the people of the capital in the Hunger Games? And no, I don't. And can't you already tell that I am not necessarily a very fashionable person at all? I'm not that bothered. I think some people spend way too much on fashionable clothes and they're just wasting the money. They should be buying things that are a lot more important in life and necessary. I try to wear things that hopefully look nice on me, but I'm not too bothered about getting the latest brands and fashion accessories. They're not really that important in my life, but hopefully I look nice, if I do, and I don't look too bad, maybe that will be a positive thing, but I'm not that bothered. What are your top tips for revision and motivation to study? And I'm going to say go on the student room forum, because there are loads of people on there that can help you. There'll be loads of tips and stuff on there. That's actually very motivational. But also, I'm going to say have your self-motivation. So think to yourself, if you've got an exam, what's this going to mean if you get a good grade? If you put the time into study, you're going to get a better grade than if you didn't put the time in to revise. So please just go for it and try your best and put the effort in, because, if you do put the effort in, you're going to do so much better than someone that doesn't. And every single grade and difference between grades matters, so you just need to be really focused and have that motivation. If you want to know more about this, I have so much to say. Just ask me, in the comments or something. Do you drink any other tea than Yorkshire? And if Yorkshire went out of business, what tea would you drink? And I have to actually admit, I don't actually drink Yorkshire tea. I drink Rington's tea, but I think that's a northern-based company anyway. I also like Yorkshire tea, however, and that is very, very nice. I always say Yorkshire tea though because I'm in Yorkshire, but I don't know. I don't mind any English tea. I don't like foreign teas, like Turkish teas and Spanish teas are disgusting. But any English tea, I would happily drink it because tea is epic. And, just plain tea though, I don't like it when it's all fruity and disgusting like that. How was your holiday, since you'll be back by then? And my holiday was really good. I had a really nice time and I met some great people. If you'd like to know more and see some pictures from that, please watch my Dominican Republic 2012 holiday vlog. Have you ever travelled out of your own country, and where did you go? Also, was it fun? Now, firstly, travelling is always fun. I go away normally every year, just once a year, and I really like that. For 2 weeks in the summer, I normally go away, and I've been to all the Balearic Islands, quite a lot of the Canary Islands. I've been to Turkey twice and Dominican Republic this year. I've been to mainland Spain a few times as well, and love it every time. Love seeing different cultures and exploring things like that. I really enjoy language and culture stuff, so it's always fun to go away, and I always appreciate that time away on holiday to relax as well. Do you ever want to travel? And yes, of course I do. I love visiting places around the world that I haven't already been to, and maybe revisiting places that I've already been to. I just love exploring, like I just said, languages and cultures. If you could travel/live anywhere in the world, where would it be and why? If I wanted to travel somewhere just for like a holiday or something, I keep thinking I'd like to go to Japan at some point. I do want to learn the language more though, and actually start learning it better, because that is a beautiful country, and the landscapes there are quite amazing really, and I think it's very, very beautiful, and I'd love to visit there, but I'm not going to go until I actually know some of the language. If you could change your real name, what would you change it to and why? And I don't really want to change my name. I can't really imagine myself as anything else, so I'm fine as it is right now, and I like my name. Do you have any pets? Yes, I do. I have a dog called Dougie. He's a Border Terrier, and he is amazing, and yes, he's a great pet, and he's hilarious as well. When you are 18, or whenever you're allowed to, or older, would you ever get any tattoos? And if so, what would they be of? No, I wouldn't. I'm really not into that kind of thing. I'm not really against them, but they're just not going to suit me, and I'm really not into that kind of thing. I think it would be very painful. I would struggle to actually go through it, and I don't like the idea of something permanently being on my skin. I might change my mind, I can be quite indecisive at times, so I don't think that's the kind of thing for me. What country or countries would you really like to visit? And I'm not sure really. I'd like to visit some places in America, like in the States and stuff, But then I'd also like to visit Japan, as I mentioned before. I'm not going to go to Japan unless I actually learn some of the language though, because then I think it would be a lot more beneficial. But I do actually have some friends that can speak Japanese. Maybe they could take me when they go. Have you ever been to the States? And no, I haven't. I know a lot of people have. I've never been. I suppose I'll go at some point, but I've not been so far in my life. Will you buy The Hunger Games on DVD? And of course I will. Of course I'm going to buy it on DVD. I know it's out in a lot of places already. It's coming out in the UK, I think, on Monday, actually. By the time this video is up, it will already be out. I'm going to buy it, probably not straight away, because I have just seen it when I went on the plane on holiday. I watched it, so I'll wait a little while, but I think my sister's going to get it, so maybe I'll just use that copy. There's no point having two if we can just get one and share it. And then the final question is, do you write as well as read? And yes, I do from time to time. I don't write as much as I read, however. I read a lot more. I find it a lot more enjoyable, but from time to time I do write and I enjoy it. Maybe at some point, if I'm a good writer, I'd like to be an author, but we'll have to see how it goes. I'm not too sure if, I'm good enough for that. Actually, that wasn't the last question. I've actually just realised that I missed one out, and that was, when is your first day of school start back? And it starts back on Tuesday the 4th of September. I think this video is going to be up after that, but, I'm not looking forward to it right now. I'm really not. So that is actually it for the Q&A, part 1 and part 2. I hope you all enjoyed both parts. If you have watched both parts right to the end, you're a legend, because how did you cope? The videos are quite long compared to normal. So thank you so much for your support and watching them all. I really appreciate it. Obviously, can you comment if you can about anything, and then rate as well with a thumbs up? That would be really appreciated. And just keep reading and having a great time. So thank you for watching this video, and see you all again later.